We are so thankful for these 4 precious children. Kiyoshi, he's 6.5 years old. Dayan is 4. And then we have these 2 twin girls, Olivia and Ali. They're identical girls. In fact, here's another photo of just them coming up right now. Olivia and Ali are 21 months old. And we are just so thankful that dreams come true. I want to thank you for your welcome, but I want to ask you, are you ready to be inspired? Everyone say dream big!
Dream big!
Everyone say dream big!
Dream big!
Look, I ain't Tony Robbins, I'm only 3 foot tall, but I'm pretty loud. I want to say I'm very thankful to be here, and this is certainly not my last time here in the UAE. Put your hand up if you've never heard me speak face to face. Wow, awesome. Very nice to meet you. I am if you will, a social entrepreneur. We have multiple non-profit organizations, but you know me maybe most likely as the motivational speaker. And that is how everything has begun. And I want you to know that many people, they come up to me and they say, wow, I can't imagine my life without arms or legs. And I say to people, I actually feel that the disabilities of the heart and the limitations that we actually put in our own way have nothing to do with our physical limitations. If you look at me, I have no arms and legs. And I tell you, it was absolutely from the very beginning, where when I even was born that morning, and the doctors looked at me and they told my parents, we are so sorry that we didn't give your pregnancy a chance to abort your child, because we can guarantee you that he is not going to have a good life, he's never going to go to school, and he's never going to walk. I mean, that is unimaginable. Do you want to know why they said he will never go to school? Because in 1982 in Australia, which is where I was born, the law in the education system was such that if you had a child with a special need, they would not be integrated into society in the mainstream level. But guess what they did not imagine? That my mom would actually go to the government and actually ask them to maybe use me as an example to bring special needs children into the education system. Unimaginable. When I was going to school and everyone had arms and legs and everyone's trying to figure out where their place is in this world, and you know, you have your groups, and I'm like, oh man, will a girl ever love me? I can't even, you know, hug anyone. I can't even hug my children when they're crying. I thought to myself, what job am I going to get? I only have this little foot, and this foot can do a lot. But in our ups and downs, the most powerful emotion that you will ever come across in your life is fear. Can I just tell the production people, you haven't given me a countdown clock yet. So as long as you don't tell me to get off stage, you have to figure out what you gave me now. Don't handcuff me if I go over time, because now I don't know. I do not have a wristwatch either, so don't expect that. But it was absolutely unimaginable, because I was thinking in my mind, if I actually cannot even brush my teeth or dress myself up, and I went to school and I needed help just to do everything, who's really gonna wanna marry me? Who is really gonna want to employ me? If someone employs me, then they actually have to employ 2 people to do 1 job. No one does that, right? It's normally the other way around. They hire 1 person, they expect you to do 2 jobs. And for me in my life, I'm thinking, what kind of future am I going to have? Am I going to be just a burden to my parents? And I want you to know that in this world, I get asked by some people in other countries, why are you going to that country? Because they have different perceptions of these countries. My mom and dad were actually born in former Yugoslavia, which is now known as Serbia. In 1960s, my mom was 6 years old. 1969, my dad was 15 years old. And they were persecuted for their faith, and they actually went to jail for their faith. And then they were left, and they went to a refugee camp. And my parents then went as immigrants with no money. And they went on a boat down to Australia. My mom and dad fell in love, and bang, here I came. And I have a brother and a sister after me. And as refugees, someone who told me, my mom and dad told me that my dad's dessert was sometimes just hot water with sugar. That was his dessert sometimes. And I want you to know that my parents drilled into me some phenomenal principles that I teach my children that are not complicated and actually applicable to every challenge in your life. And I want to share with you not only how I became someone who overcame my obstacles to advance myself entrepreneurially into all the things I'm doing as a speaker, in real estate, as an actor, doing music videos, moving forward and helping children as much as we can around the world. But I want to talk about you. I want to talk about fear, because fear in your life will actually hold you back from the unimaginable. I want you today to actually be reflective. What's wrong? Oh, yes.
Mike, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Sorry, Nick, for that. Can we please all stand up and welcome Sheikh Nhan bin Mubarak? He's here. Can we please give him a big round of applause, please? Sheikh Nhan bin Mubarak. شكرا كثير لك ولحضورك.